Welcome back to the channel. We brought you the today, November 15, 2023, info. I will announce the topic first. Historic in-person meeting between U.S. President Biden and Chinese leader Xi Jinping signals thaw in relations. Supreme Court hears landmark case on abortion rights, decision anticipated in spring 2024. Alarming surge in COVID-19 cases sweeps across the United States, urgent measures needed. Let's move on to the detailed news. Historic in-person meeting between U.S. President Biden and Chinese leader Xi Jinping signals thaw in relations. San Francisco, California, in a momentous development aimed at defusing escalating tensions, U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese leader Xi Jinping convened for their first face-to-face meeting in over a year. The highly anticipated encounter unfolded on Wednesday, taking place on the sidelines of the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) Summit. The discussions between the two global powerhouses encompassed a wide array of pressing issues, spanning the conflict in Ukraine, the Taiwan Strait, and the realm of economic competition. Additionally, both leaders expressed a shared commitment to tackling critical global challenges, such as climate change and nuclear nonproliferation. The meeting, which served as a significant milestone in U.S. China relations, was met with cautious optimism. While it remains uncertain whether this diplomatic rendezvous will yield substantial breakthroughs, its symbolic value cannot be understated. Delving deeper into the key outcomes of the historic encounter. Sustaining open channels of communication. President Biden and President Xi agreed to establish and maintain transparent lines of dialogue. This commitment to ongoing communication serves as a cornerstone for fostering mutual understanding and reducing the risk of misunderstandings. Collaborative efforts to mitigate conflict. A paramount objective for both leaders was to prioritize cooperation as a means of averting potential conflicts. By pledging to work together, President Biden and President Xi expressed their shared determination to navigate contentious issues with diplomacy and restraint. Joint pursuit of common interests. Recognizing the urgency of global challenges, particularly climate change and nuclear nonproliferation, the two leaders found common ground in their commitment to collaborative action. This alignment underscores the potential for bilateral cooperation in addressing pressing global concerns. While the long-term impact of this landmark meeting on U.S. China relations remains uncertain, it signifies an encouraging willingness on both sides to engage in substantive dialogue and confront shared obstacles head-on. As the international community watches with bated breath, the meeting serves as a pivotal moment in the ever-evolving dynamics between these two influential nations. Let's move on to the other info. Supreme Court hears landmark case on abortion rights, decision anticipated in spring 2024. Washington, D.C., a momentous day unfolded at the Supreme Court on November 15, 2023, as oral arguments commenced in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization, a pivotal case challenging a Mississippi law that restricts abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Widely regarded as one of the most significant abortion cases in decades, this legal battle has thrust the divisive issue of abortion rights into the national spotlight. Clashing perspectives emerge. Within the hallowed halls of the Supreme Court, impassioned advocates on both sides presented their arguments. Supporters of abortion rights vehemently contended that the Mississippi law violates the Constitution and urged the court to uphold the precedent set by the landmark 1973 case Roe v. Wade. They asserted that the right to abortion is firmly entrenched as a fundamental right under the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment. In contrast, opponents of abortion pressed for the overturning of Roe v. Wade, advocating for the autonomy of states to regulate abortion according to their own discretion. They maintained that the Constitution does not guarantee a right to abortion and that decisions regarding its permissibility should be entrusted to individual states. Justices seek clarity. During the oral arguments, the justices diligently probed both sides, reflecting a deep-seated division within the court. A discernible split emerged, with some justices inclined to uphold the existing precedent of Roe v. Wade, while others appeared more inclined to challenge and potentially overturn it. Awaiting a landmark verdict. The nation now stands in anticipation as the Supreme Court embarks on the arduous task of deliberation. A decision in the Dobbs case is expected to be delivered in the spring of 2024, carrying profound implications for the landscape of abortion rights in the United States. Should the court overturn Roe v. Wade, it is likely that numerous states will enact stringent restrictions or prohibitions on abortion. Mixed reactions emerge. In the wake of the oral arguments, reactions have been sharply divided. Advocates for abortion rights express deep concern over the potential erosion of Roe v. Wade, fearing a setback for reproductive rights. Conversely, opponents of abortion express hope that the court will endorse the Mississippi law, empowering states to shape their own abortion policies. The road ahead. As the Supreme Court meticulously weighs the arguments presented during the oral proceedings, the nation awaits the forthcoming decision. The verdict in the Dobbs case carries immense significance, as it will reverberate throughout the United States, profoundly shaping the accessibility of abortion. A watershed moment for abortion rights. Undeniably, the Dobbs case marks a watershed moment for the Supreme Court, encapsulating the gravity and complexity of the abortion debate. The outcome of this legal battle will indelibly influence the future of abortion rights, leaving an indelible imprint on the fabric of American society. In other news, alarming surge in COVID-19 cases sweeps across the United States, urgent measures needed. As of November 16, 2023, the United States is grappling with a staggering surge in COVID-19 cases, with daily averages exceeding 100,000 new infections. This distressing escalation marks a stark departure from the comparatively lower case numbers observed during the summer months. Multiple factors contribute to this concerning trend, foremost among them being the highly transmissible Delta variant, which has eclipsed earlier strains of the virus. Additionally, a relaxation of preventive measures, including mask wearing and social distancing, has compounded the issue. The surge in cases has precipitated a corresponding rise in hospitalizations and fatalities, further straining healthcare facilities. In certain regions, hospitals are confronting the daunting challenge of maximizing their capacity to accommodate the influx of patients. Public health experts are issuing urgent appeals to the population, emphasizing the critical importance of vaccination and booster shots. Concurrently, they stress the continued necessity of adhering to preventive measures such as mask wearing and maintaining physical distance. These measures are indispensable in curbing the rampant spread of the virus and mitigating its devastating impact. Regrettably, the overall COVID-19 situation in the United States is deteriorating rapidly, exerting immense pressure on the healthcare system and exacerbating the mortality rate. It is imperative that individuals remain vigilant and prioritize the adoption of precautionary measures to impede the virus's relentless advance. As the nation contends with this disconcerting surge, collective efforts are needed to thwart the spread of the virus, safeguard public health, and mitigate the profound repercussions on society as a whole. These were the stories we had available at the moment. More information will be provided in a few hours. Remember to subscribe in the meanwhile.